Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button if you do. White House Plumbers, episode 3. Don't drink the whiskey at Watergate. Just don't do it, man. Just don't do it, man. Go ahead, rate the episode. Let me know what y'all think, man. White House Plumbers, this is just for a select few. It ain't going to be much of us in here. So we're going to be doing a lot of research. This is a good episode, man. I love what they're doing with the show. Y'all lucky I ain't work at the White House, man. If I worked at the White House, sheesh. What up, Play for Keeps? Torian's in here. My dog Eric. My girl Kendall, the #1 mod in the YouTube universe. Hey, work with me, y'all. Work with me. I got the Discord up. Of course, we just getting started. I don't know much about the Discord, so y'all got to work with me. I'm going to need some mods in there. But it's going to be specifically about TV shows. If you are creating a YouTube or something, start dropping your links in there. Of course, don't flood it, but everybody gets to eat. White House Plumbers, episode 3. Don't drink the whiskey at the Watergate. Now we're about to actually try to enter into Watergate. We're about to start seeing what was going on, and we're going to see if they actually make it a battle list. Even though we know they're not going to make it a battle list, we're going to see if they're going to make it a battle list. Yeah, Players for Keeps. This is history. I'm not going to lie to you. Y'all know I love my power, and I ain't going to lie to you. Having a week off of not having to do any shows, where we just had White House last week, and then I did a couple of free lives. Sheesh, let me tell you, that is amazing. But these are the type of shows I really like watching and reviewing because they have, they're real. They got real stories that we can go back and look up at everything that went wrong. So there is an American hero here, Frank Willis. Shout out to Frank. He's the one that is a black man that, hey, he figured this out. He put 2 and 2 together. What up, Queen? We got to take it back, though. We got to take it back. May 26, 1972. Let's see what significant happened on that day in American history before we get started. Just so we know exactly where we are, what day of the week it is. We need, here we go. We got us a clue. Does it say 728, 783? Now we got to find out what room Unit 1 is in. We got to see what unit he's in. All right, let's go. Watergate, May 26, 1972. Watergate. History Channel got us in June, so we a month before the end. Let's just see what the History Channel got. Maybe they got something in May. There y'all go, y'all. Presidente. The Watergate scandal began early in the morning, June 17th, with several burglars. So that's further ahead. So this is entrance 1 that they're doing, May 26th. Now I don't know if they got the actual. Here we go. In May 1972, as evidence would show later show, members of Nixon's committee, the Creep, broke into the DNC. All right, so here we go. This is where we at on the History Channel, right here, May of 72. Frank Wills died September 27th. So I knew about Frank. When I was growing up, I always thought it was like a legit janitor that found him. I didn't know it was the actual security guard. I thought it was the people cleaning up. Like the lady that unlocked the conference room. I thought it was I thought it was a cleaning people. I ain't gonna lie to you. I didn't know. Our boy Frank was a motherfucking security guard doing his thing. All right, let's see what they got in 72, what information they have. All right, well, did you know the Washington Post reporters Bob Woodward and Carl Bernstein deserve a great deal of credit for uncovering the details of the Watergate scandal? Their reporting won them a Pulitzer Prize and was the basis of their best-selling book, All the President's Men. Wait a minute. I knew this was a movie. Oh, okay. So I got to go back and watch this. It's a 1976 American biography, political drama. Oh yeah, I got to go back and watch it. I heard of it. I never watched it though. Let me see something. Okay, so it's giving a perspective from the journalist. All right, bet. Well, there y'all go. That's what I'm gonna watch tonight when I get off of here. I gotta go watch all the President's Men, excluding Mo. So put that on your list because it goes hand in hand with the show we're watching. Much of their information came from an anonymous whistleblower they called Deep. Oh, whoa, pause. Their whistleblower, they called him Deep Throat, who in 2005 was revealed as W. Mark Felt, a former associate director at the FBI. What up, Tracy? RD? That's my girl RD now. That's my girl RD. She's gonna give us all of the facts. If you need anything pertaining to this show in history, ask RD. She's gonna know a little bit more than I will. I'll have to Google it. She'll probably know it off the top of the dome. All right, so this is talking about June 17th. We'll get to that in a minute. But W. Mark Felt, a former associate. So let's see who this guy was. The guy they call Deep Throat. Come on, man. Y'all gonna have to change up my name, bro. You can't, hey man, if I'm gonna be giving y'all information, you can't call me Deep Throat. Pause. There's just no way I'm going along with that moniker. Died in 2008. Worked with the FBI. All right, let's look at his biography real quick. Just so we can know who we talking about here. So he's the guy that was giving the information. Deep Throat, aka Mark. Da 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 da. Born in Twin Falls. I've been to Twin Falls, Idaho. Blah, 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 blah. He was in the FBI early 70s. Oh, so it wasn't until 2005 where they figured out he was Deep Throat. Damn. All right. He was the anonymous informant. He joined the FBI as a freshly minted lawyer in 1942. 30 years later, he was effectively in charge of the Bureau's day-to-day operations, though he was unexpectedly passed over for his top post a year later upon the death of J. Edgar Hoover. Shortly thereafter, he began to secretly cooperate with reporter Bob in the Washington Post investigation into the abuse of presidential powers stemming from a break-in at the Watergate complex. During the 72 presidential election campaign, his information was considered instrumental in implementing the White House. Felt retired from the FBI in 73. So this is a year after the break-in. In 1980, he was convicted of having ordered illegal break-ins of homes in the pursuit of bombing suspects. This is what's the name, y'all? This is old boy. Nah, his name is Deep Throat. See, we got to go off of what they were calling him back in the 70s. See, y'all living, I can't keep saying pause every time I say this gentleman's name. We in the 70s right now. This is common names right here. This is old boy that was driving the whip. You remember? That gave them the information. This is him. I'm just saying, we got to, we all adults here. We all adults here. This is what he was. Whenever we bring up Felt, Deep Throat. That's all. Because if we say DT, everybody gonna know who we talking about. So we gotta say Deep Throat so to throw him off a little bit. but he was later pardoned. So he was turning in information against the president and everything. He turned on them, but then he needed the president to pardon them. All right, let's get to the story. So we back in mind me later. All right. May 26, 1972. The president has went over to Russia. I still want to figure out what this key number is over here. We're going to look that up once we get a little further. So the president's up here, and we got Unit 1. I don't remember what they were calling them, but we got Unit 1. We got all the recording equipment in here. We chilling. This is what you do on a stakeout. You just eat and chill until something goes down. Bring, bring. Got the Chinese food. Bring, bring. What is this, a chicken wing right here? Is this a baked potato? What is this, y'all? What is this, a baked potato or a chicken wing? You got sugar-free drink. Man, he in here living the life. You got a pack of cigarettes. This don't sound that bad. Alfred C. Baldwin, the third, former FBI agent. See, that looks, I don't know. Oh, that might be an egg roll. Huh? Yeah, I mean, they got the little packs here. They got Chinese food. That's a big ass egg roll, though, ain't it? It's kind of nasty to just have it sitting on. Well, I mean, this is the 70s, though. In the 70s, you lived a little bit differently. You know what I'm saying? There wasn't as many germs back then. But Alfred C. Baldwin, we're gonna look up what he got charged with. He in the room chilling. Now he's supposed to be looking through the binoculars across to make sure everything is going on in the DNC. So when it clears out, we can go ahead and put the call in. The Watergate office built, 6th floor, straight across. The DNC. Now they in there working. It's a grand old time. You already know how it is. After about 6 o'clock at work, anything after 6 o'clock, hey, if y'all don't need me, I'm going to the crib. I'm going to the crib. I'm not about to be up here. Whatever the candidate wants, it ain't got nothing to do with me. I know my job's not that important to be here this late. It's dark outside. It's time for me to head to the house. Now, this is attempt number 1 to break in. We got our boy Howard Hunt. We got Gordo. Gordon. Gordo from Power. We got Gordon, a.k.a. Liddy, a.k.a. wants to kill somebody every time he speaks. He's in the car behind him. They pull up to Watergate. But our boy Hunt, he's a little bit smarter than they think. They can't just walk in the front door of, is it a federal building? Well, they can't walk in the front. They got to go to the backside and go through the hotel. Now, Hunt, what he did was he reserved a conference room. They all show up and everyone's looking like, okay, nothing to see here. Some white gentlemen in suits. They said they got the banquet hall, and bring them on in. Plus, we got the Temptations back here. We got the Temptations back here. So not only do you come on in here, you get something to eat, something to drink. We're going to sing. We're going to perform for y'all. We're going to put on the show. Papa was a Rolling Stone. Wherever he laid his hat was his home. And then you got this one right here. And when he died, all he left us was alone. So yeah, you got our staff in here. They holding it down. We got soup. We got salad. It's soup or salad, not soup and salad. I just want y'all to know that if you didn't check the menu. Now, our boy Frank over here, he talking about, how'd you get soup? Said, because I ordered soup. He said, I thought it was soup and salad. He said, no, I didn't want no salad, so I ordered soup. So Frank is looking like, ain't nobody tell me it was one or the other. They just said it was soup and salad. Now, I don't remember all the other Cubans' names because there's a lot of them. They all speak Spanish, too. Now, I couldn't keep up with them. I had to try to read the captions, but the captions popping up too fast, and they were in, like, orange. I was like, I ain't got my glasses, so I can't really see too much of what they saying. But I do know that he ordered the soup and not the salad because he actually ordered 2 soups. So Frank is upset, but Frank is my boy. I actually like his character. They start going back and forth about who killed who during the wars, who was grimy, who was holding it down, who was acting a fool. Oh yeah, Torian, you know it. But anyway, we got to get focused in here. Frank is still trying to get a soup, even though all the soup is gone. But this don't look like soup. This is like a watered down chili or something. I don't know what kind of soup this is. It ain't Campbell's, I tell you that. But the guy says, all right, look, guys, the manager told me that y'all were going to be in here and out by 10 p.m. I got to lock up. He said, oh, man, we are. Just give us a minute. Get a little stogies. We're going to drink a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Smoke a little bit, drink a little bit. We're going to just talk a little bit. He said, all right, cool. Y'all can do that. They also give him a bottle because, they tipping big too. Big money. Now it's up for Liddy to go ahead and take the Cubans to go break in. Now they're supposed to have an inside man over there. When they get there, we're going to figure out that things ain't going according to plan. But we're going to stay over here in the headquarters with Hunt, see what he got to do. They about to be drinking a little bit, smoke a little bit. So this sounds like the part of the mission that I would prefer to be on. I don't know about going to break in. But once they get there, our boy Liddy, he's going to use that gun one way or another. And there's a light out here. And no one wants to step out because they're like, man, it's too bright, man. People going to see us. So Liddy, of course, being James Bond, you already know what he does. He pulls his gun out. Damn it. Damn, man. So Liddy can't hit this one, you know what I'm saying? And that's because he ain't no marksman or nothing. He got a gun, but he ain't good with the gun. You know what I'm saying? He ain't no Ja Morant with it. You know what I mean? He just got the gun, but he ain't using the gun. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like Ja. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got that experience yet. So he's trying to shoot out the light bulb. Misses. Got to reload this slow thing. So you don't want to use this gun if someone's going to run up. You're just not going to be able to do anything. Everybody else hops out. He put him up on his shoulder so he can get closer to shoot it. I'm like, come on. He said, hurry up and shoot the light up. He said, man, I wouldn't be swaying. He said, man, I wouldn't be swaying if you weren't on my shoulders. Like, nigga, they could have pulled the car over here and stood on the hood of the car or something. They put this nigga on his shoulder, and Liddy is up here reloading the gun, trying to shoot the light out. And everyone else is just looking. Look at my boy Frank. He like, man, I promise I could probably hit that. He's talking about look, he ready for it to get shot out. Man. Hey, Halcom. Yeah. Halcom. El Halcom. I like that name. I might need to go by that. Mo Halcom. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was up there. He was doing his thing. It took him a couple of shots. So he probably went through about 5 rounds. Miss. But we finally see our boy Frank Wills, a true American hero here. He don't get enough credit. His family should not have to pay taxes for the rest of their lives. If you are a descendant of Frank Wills, we need to go ahead and put a petition in. You and your family don't have to pay taxes ever again in life. He did this single-handedly. Now he comes in, he's like, hey, y'all supposed to be gone by 10. He comes in here with some authority too. Whoa, what are we going here? Security Officer Wills here. Badge number 67 3:02. What are we doing in here? He said, oh, whoa, 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 whoa. We just cleaning up. We gotta pack up the projector and yeah, and a few more things, but we'll be right up out of here. He said, all right, y'all need to get up out of here. I gotta lock it up. He said, oh, my bad, my bad, my bad. Yeah, Torian, this is the security guard. Frank Wheels is the security guard that notified the police. He was not Deep Throat. Deep Throat is Felt. Mark Wheels is the security guard on site that figured this out. So they go over to George McGovern. Let's see how bad George McGovern lost this election. Born in South Dakota. In popular culture. Let's see what happened since his loss. Oh, man, this is Wikipedia. Although we can trust it, we can't use it. Here we go. He was a candidate, 72. He campaigned on the platform advocating an immediate end to the Vietnam War. So he was trying to get him out of there. War. Hood. Hey, good God. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. Say it again now. War. Yeah, he was born in 72, so he was 50 when this was going on. All right. Oh, he was a pilot in World War II. Damn, okay. Distinguished Flying Cross. McGovern earned a PhD in history. Oh, damn. I see why they wasn't trying to let him be the president. This man had a PhD. This nigga flew in the war. Hey, man, shout out to him, man. This is a true American hero right here. Gotta salute the brother, man. I wonder what rank he was. But he got his PhD, Northwestern University. Later taught at Dakota Wesleyan University, Mitchell, South Dakota. He was an active Democrat. He was in the House, 57 to 61. After losing the election for Senate, South Dakota in 60, he served 2 years as the director of the Food and Peace Program under Kennedy. McGovern won election to the U.S. Senate in 62. He was reelected in 68. All right. He was reelected to Senate in 74. Oh, here we go. As chairman of a commission on party structure and delegate selection prior to the DNC convention in 72, which we're talking about right now, McGovern helped enact party reform that gave increased representation to minority groups at the convention. So that's one reason Nixon ain't want that. Nixon didn't want no more representation for the minority groups. Supported by these groups, he won the presidential nomination, but alienated many of the more traditional elements of the Democratic Party. He was unable to unify the party to offer an effective challenge to the incumbent Republican President Nixon, who defeated him by an overwhelming margin. Well, when they were fucking getting information, even though they didn't really get too much information, shit, after that 2 years, after Watergate, he said, hell with that. I'm not going for the president. I'm going to go sit in the Senate where I could sit in there for a couple years and just chill. So, all right. Shout out to McGovern. All right. See, we learning something every day. Did anybody know anything about George McGovern? 3 oak leaf clusters. Okay. He was the first lieutenant. Oh, so he was just in for the war. Probably just in for the war and got up out of there. First lieutenant. That's what's up, though. Man, he flew in World War II. Back in the day, I see why he didn't want nothing to do with Vietnam. Even though they say Vietnam wasn't a real war. Shit, my dad was over in Vietnam. I guarantee you he'll tell you that shit was real. I guarantee everybody that went over there to Vietnam will tell you it was real. They try to say it ain't no real war from over here in the States. Take your ass over there and get in the middle of it then, Mr. Non-real war. All right, look at our boy George. Everybody salute George real quick. Smithsonian. All right. Then that's what's up. Now I got that for my arsenal. I know George McGovern. Well, they supposed to be popping up and spying on. Now I'm a fan of George McGovern now, but Liddy is also my boy. I'm talking about the Liddy on the show. I don't know the Liddy in real life. He's a piece of ish. But this Liddy right here, this is my dog right here. So I don't know whose side I'm on at the moment. But he's talking about I got a guy on the inside, man. He's a professional. He's gonna be here, y'all. He's gonna open up the door. He's gonna let us walk right on in, and we're gonna be good to go. We are gonna be good to go, y'all. Trust me. Well, it turns out he's not on the inside because his ass was scared. They almost caught him. The janitor, well, they did catch him. The janitor caught him in the furnace closet. So he was hiding in there. I guess he was trying to wait till after so he can come and open the door. But now he sees all of them and he's like, nah, this is too much right here. Gordon, I can't participate in this. I gotta run off. And, Gordon gonna get upset because when Gordon gets a mission, Gordon tries to accomplish that mission no matter what. He chases him down. The young man dips off. George, you're safe for now. You're safe for now, George. I didn't allow them to get into that building to bug any of your stuff. Look at Frank. And Frank talking about, oh, he's a professional, huh? He's a professional, huh? That pissed Liddy off so bad, man. Hey, Kendall, he ran off with his hands behind him. He ran off with it with his hands behind him. You gonna cry in the car. Back over at the Watergate banquet hall, Hunt, they end up getting locked in because it's a double-sided lock. Double-sided deadbolt. I didn't know that. Ain't nobody tell me. So basically, they locked in. Ain't no getting out of here. You got to unlock it from the other side. You can't unlock it from the inside when it was locked from the outside. Nope. And this is why they say don't drink the whiskey at Watergate. Now, I don't know if this is true or not. I'm gonna have to look at some facts versus fiction. Hey, would y'all watch a fact versus fiction for for the rest of the episodes, 3, 4, and 5? Because I know in episode 2 they did have a fact versus fiction, and I can just compare what happened in the movie to the real life events. Would y'all watch that kind of video? Because I do want to know, did they really use the bathroom in this whiskey bottle? They started talking about the food. Said, man, how was it? How was the steak? He said, I ain't getting no steak. I had the tilapia. I said, oh, the tilapia, how was it? He said, wasn't bad. Wasn't bad. Now you already know I'm in heaven. If I'm back here, man, I'm about to crack open at least one of each bottle. I'm about to try a little bit of something. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to try just a little bit of something. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. I got to. I'm sorry, I got to. Hey, Queen, I was wondering the same thing. So he takes a swig of the whiskey. He drinks the whiskey, but he doesn't drink all the whiskey. Then he hands it to Hunt and tells Hunt to use the bathroom in it. Hunt tells him to turn off the light so he can use the bathroom in the bottle. Then he hands the bottle back to old boy. He talk about, oh man, this is warm. Like, why didn't y'all just set that down or go outside and just drop it in one of the trash cans or something? And why would you hand me the bottle you just pissed in? I don't want this. And it was still good whiskey at the bottom of that. Y'all should have drank the whiskey first and then used the bathroom. He didn't want him looking at him though. He said, "Man, turn the light off, bro. What are we doing? What are we doing?" But the next morning, one of the kind ladies, she comes and opens up the continental room, unlocks it, and they come up out of here smelling like funk. Now, back in the room, I didn't know what was going on, but Liddy's in here doing his push-ups. 101, 102, 100. Oh my God, this shit. Fucking shoulder. Shit, 103. That's it. That's it. Ah, shit. Yeah, Jacoby, this is HBO. This is HBO. Oh, 104. Or was it 103? I can't remember. Oh, God. Hunt came in and said, "Hey, one thing, Liddy." He said, "What's up?" "Hey, man, don't drink the whiskey at the Watergate. Don't drink whiskey at the Watergate." Now, he's not knowing what's going on, but he's getting his daily workout in. This is early in the morning, too. This is how you know you dedicated. He woke up early in the morning sweating too damn hard. You're not supposed to get up out the bed and be sweating this hard. Shit, you got to knock them push-ups out. You know what I'm saying? Hunt ends up going to the crib. They finally make it up out of there, and we learn we don't drink whiskey at the Watergate. And his daughter gets home. Now, this is the smart daughter. This isn't, what's the other ones? Lisa? I forget that. This is Keva. Keva. I don't know. We're going to call her the eldest, and then there's daughter number 2. You know, I don't remember names that much, but one kid is in college doing her thing. Straight A's. She got that GPA that Mo got, that 4.0. You know what I mean? Probably the smartest in the family, to be honest with you. Just off a natural gift. You know what I'm saying? She ain't had to do no training. She just built this way. Now she comes in here and she wakes up. "Papa, Papa, are you there?" He rolls over and the sun is shining on her because she's the brightest star in the family. She's the brightest star in the family. She came back from school. She wants to see her dad, but we know that Papa, he been out. He been working all night. And the reason he has to work all night and all day is because he got to pay for 2 tuitions. One of them that's using it, the other one is a waste. But hey, that's what it happens when you're a father. You got to pick up the slack from your kids. Now, when he comes down, we got everybody over here. We got Liddy. We got Dorothy down here. We got daughter number 2, ungrateful ass. We got our boy St. John. He hiding from Lil Bro. Lil Bro coming here looking like the kid off of, what's that thing? Stranger Things? What's the little boy on Stranger Things? That's what he looked like. Oh man. There you go, right there. Lil Mike. Got the same shirt on too. Oh nah, he got the polo on. All right, he got the button down. See, this is back when being a kid. Not only were you a kid, you were an adult at the same time. He got a button down tucked into his shorts, playing, like running around the house. This ain't no play clothes. The 70s was different. You had to be presentable at all times. You never knew. You might go from playing outside to going straight down to the church. You never knew in the 70s. You had to be prepared at all times. You might need to go into town, go to the supermarket with Ma. You need to be prepared at all times. And that's one of the reasons, like, I'm just gonna be honest with y'all. That's one reason, like, they had those chili bowl haircuts back then, because it's always ready to go. All you gotta do is just rub it. Just rub it whatever way it's falling down. That's why they wore that hairstyle back then. Look, you get the little bangs in the front, but you just cut it even all the way around, shave all of it up under it, and let it just hang off to the side. Because all you gotta do is just shake your head, it's gonna go right in place. That's why the Caucasians wore their hair like that. Just a little history. Don't quote me on that. I just assume that's why. You know, that's that always on the go hairstyle. Yeah, Kendall, you don't got play clothes? Come on, I know y'all got play. Y'all, I know y'all know what play clothes are. This isn't play clothes. You don't play in this. Anything with buttons on it, you don't play in that because you can tear the buttons off. Come on, Kendall. You know what play clothes. I'm wearing play clothes right now. I'm wearing, like, this is adult play clothes. But if I was a kid and I wore this, I could play in what I got on right now. Look, just a hoodie, some shorts, some socks. Yeah, man, this is play clothes. This is adult play clothes right here. Yeah, you got play clothes, you got school clothes, you got church clothes. You had 3 outfits. That's it. Yeah, right now I got on adult play clothes. You know, your lounging stuff. That's adult play clothes. You know what I'm saying? I can do what I want to do. If I want to go into the living room, pass out on the couch, I can do that. That's adult play clothes. You know what I mean? If I got to sit down here and type up something, I'm in adult play clothes. Nah, that's not. See, casual. Yeah, this is casual attire that he playing in. You know what I'm saying? That ain't play clothes. This is stuff you would wear to school. This is what you would wear on picture day. A button down. Yeah, like a little button up. Yeah, this is school clothes right here. You can take a school picture in this. But you ain't supposed to be running around in this kind of clothes. No, no, no. Exactly, Eric. You got the school shoes you wore last year. If you could still fit them, those become play shoes. So at my house, when we grew up, we got one pair of shoes for school. So at the beginning of the school, you get one pair of shoes, and then, like, around Christmas, you'll get a pair of basketball shoes for the basketball season, for like sports. And then you might get a pair of shoes in the spring, but you only got one pair of shoes for school, especially once we got older and your shoe size stayed the same. What up, Candy? But anyway, little bro, he running around. He got that gun and he looking for him too. Now we're hearing that Kevin, she's supposed to be going to, oh, Perry, one of the smartest, 4.0. The other kids, they don't pay no attention. They don't do nothing in school. They ain't doing nothing. They just a waste of time. So everybody loves Kevin. They got eggs, bananas, strawberry, toast with the blueberries. Okay, he got sausage, pause, scrambled eggs, look like they got cheese in there, toast. They ain't got nothing. They just eating straight bread. They ain't got no butter on there. They ain't got no jelly, no nothing. They just eating straight toast right out the damn toaster too. Right in the. Let me get a piece of that toast. You mean this burnt bread? You ain't gonna put nothing on that? You're just gonna eat the bread. I can see if you're gonna make a sandwich out of it, you know what I'm saying? You're just gonna eat that toast, man. It's gonna tear up your mouth, man. They're gonna be calling you deep throat, all right. Look at St. John. Now our ungrateful daughter, she's talking about, you know what? I figured out what I'm gonna do in life, y'all. I'm gonna get into farming. I'm gonna get me some land and I'm gonna get into farming. Now, of course, Hunt is hearing all of this. He's like, fucking waste of money and time. Why did I pay for this? And I know my parents, they didn't have enough money for us to go to school full time, but my mom did offer us to take one class at a time. But something always told me I couldn't have my mama paying for my college education, so I never went to school. I mean, I had my government job, so I was straight and I was traveling. So I never took advantage of that because back in the 2000s, you didn't need no degree. You really just apply for a job. But I knew somebody that got me in there, and it's about who you know. But I'm kind of glad when I look back at that. Man, I never put no debt on my parents after I graduated. Because in this, I feel for Hunt. He's working. Do y'all know what he's doing? He's with the committee to reelect the president. He's with the Creek Squad. He's paying for tuition. One daughter's doing amazing. This one talking about being a damn farmer. What? I done paid all this money for you to be at the house kicking it, doing nothing, talking about you're going to be a farmer. And I done paid all this tuition to my future kids. Hopefully college is free, or you join the military, get you a scholarship or something. Because let me tell you right now, the way I've been living, I ain't been budgeting for no college tuition. So, hey, you better do good in high school and start taking some college classes and knocking them out while they're free, because I don't have the college money. Hopefully it is free by then. But if not, good luck to you. Good luck to you. But there'll be a lot of AI by then, so you really won't even need to have an education in like 20 years. You just type in or ask whatever you need, and it's going to do it for you. Yeah, Trey. This is realistic here. But then little buddy, we're going to call him Little Mikey. Little Mikey from Stranger Things pulled up with the cap gun and said, "Freeze, mother bitches!" Bow! Liddy turned around and pulled that stainless out. You see, Liddy got rid of his James Bond gun. He ain't carrying that no more. No, he wants something that's going to be effective. When he pulls that trigger, it's going to eliminate him. Man, he turned around so quick. Dorothy's talking about, it's just a gun. It's just a cap gun. Why is Saint so scared? You ain't, hey, the gun ain't pointing at you. Then hey, this is some wild shit to wake up to. Dog, he almost blew little Mikey's head off. I bet he think twice about pulling a gun on somebody. Damn. Damn. Hey, I'm telling you, Liddy is always looking for an opportunity to use his gun. It don't matter what's going on. He wants to use his gun. And Dorothy's like, it's just a kid. He told her, in my house, we only do real guns. A toy gun is going to get you hurt. You hear that, Ja? A toy gun is going to get you hurt. If you ain't going to use that stainless, put the stainless down. He just told Dorothy this after pulling the gun on her daughter, on her son. He said, hey, that toy gun going to get his ass in trouble. Now, we were never allowed to. Well, when I was younger, I did have a cap gun. I had a cap gun, a black one. But as we got older, probably like 6, 7, my mom wouldn't let us play with guns like that. Not that, saying she was scared of us playing with guns, but she never wanted us to be caught by the police with a gun. So we only had super soldiers. We didn't have any guns that looked real. But yeah, my mom always been like that though. Unless it was a Nerf gun, like a water gun, like a super soaker or something, we couldn't have guns. Because she didn't want us playing. Y'all already know how I was living, man. We riding around. We got the water guns on us. We down the block fighting with the other kids. She never wants to be caught with like a gun on us to make, saying the police look at us any type of way. But when they get outside, we failed attempt number 1. So he's like, listen, all that banquet bullshit we were doing, that shit's out the window. Howard, we're going to go straight to the front door. We're going to walk through that front door and we're going to go do what we got to do. That's it. We're gonna go in there. We're gonna tell him it's Spanky's booze. We ain't killing nobody. We got a meeting upstairs. He said, how are we gonna do it? He said, we're gonna walk straight through the front. Howard said, what we gonna say? We lost our IDs. He gonna say, you damn right. You damn right. Nah, Candy. Nah, I didn't. Ja lived a different life than me, man. He went to a private school. I took a test. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. It's a high school called Pembroke Hill in Kansas City. Pembroke Hill, some shit like that. I went and took a test to try to get interest into it. My mom was trying to get us into private school. Another thing that I look back on life and I'm like, man, maybe it was a blessing that I wasn't smart enough to get into there because that would have been straining my family financially. I turned out all right going to a public school. I mean, it was a hood school, but I did all right. I messed around, but I did my parents a favor and didn't do good on that test, so I didn't have to go to that private school. I didn't intentionally do bad. I just didn't know the shit on. I'm like, what? They don't teach us that at my school. At my school, we get a grade for showing up. We get a grade for showing up. But Hunt's like, man, Liddy, I don't know how we're gonna do this. This is just outrageous. This is over the top. He said, fuck it. He wants to go in there. This is not a joke to him. Y'all remember what he told Jeb? I'm not a joke. I'm not a laughing matter. Attempt number two. Attempt number two. This is HBO's White House Plumbers, episode 3. We're just going down memory lane, some American history. Right now, we're about to try to attempt to break in for the second time. The first time, unsuccessful. But here we go. When they get in, they say they got a meeting at midnight with the U.S. Federal Reserve. They saying because time zones, they came in, it's going to be late. Security guard, this is the 70s. Remember, in the 70s, you could smoke on airplanes. You could do whatever you wanted on the airplane, really. You could walk around. You can co-pilot. Like the 70s was different. You go back and watch Blow, you can carry like 10, 15 pounds of that ganja through the airport. They didn't even give a damn. They wasn't checking or nothing like that. Look what they signed in as Mr. Fidel Castro. Now, I want to see if that actually went down in the book. Oh yeah, we're gonna do all of that. But I wanted to wait to talk about the Hunt family until we got towards the end. Cause I know we start going down, that's gonna start revealing how much time they got. So I wanna compare all that to what they actually show us when we get to those episodes. But we did in the trailer, they do show like everybody on the run. Yeah, we're gonna talk about all that. We got 2 more weeks of this, so that's cool. But they signed in as Fidel Castro. Security probably ain't looking. He like, all right, whatever. Candy, yeah, this whole thing is true. This is Watergate. This is what Nixon was going. Like, this is what was going on when Nixon was trying to get reelected. So this is showing everything that happened behind the scenes that we didn't, saying probably didn't know too much about. We just knew that they were breaking into Watergate. Like, I didn't know that there was a Watergate hotel on the other side because I was wondering how were they watching, what buildings were they from, but all of it's connected together. 6 buildings in the Watergate, I guess, compound or campus. Yeah, like the Watergate campus, you got the hotel, you got the building that they in for the DNC. Y'all think these are real people too? Arnold Downs, Francis McDoyle, McDougal. Let me look. I gotta look that name up. Francis McDougal. Is it Francis McDougal? Ain't this guy? This guy died in 1868. Francis McDoyle? Is that a? Oh, I can't read that. Sebastian Peters, though. We can read that. Sebastian Peters. I guess these are just made up names. I wanted to figure out who these extra people were and what they had going on. 'Cause everybody had some dirt back then. Now they all go up to the Federal Reserve, but the reason they go up to the Federal Reserve is to throw everyone off, and then they're going to go down a couple of flights to actually get to the DNC's lobby. I mean hallway. Now when they go down there, my boy Frank, he stays behind. He's looking around. Now everybody know they ain't supposed to be in here. We supposed to be breaking in the Watergate now. And when I say we, I'm talking about them, not me. I ain't got nothing to do with this. We supposed to be breaking into Watergate. We supposed to be trying to get down into the DNC's offices, bug some stuff up, take pictures of everything. I'm talking about every document they got. We need to take pictures of it. But while he's up here, two of the security guards, they show up. And it turns out the white guy actually knows Frank. They used to work together. And he's saying that he's the bodyguard of the new attorney general, John Mitchell. So he's like, oh, yeah, I'm just here to do some Federal Reserve stuff. It's supposed to be a meet, but the guy ain't here. I'm going to wait on the couch for 45 minutes. The black guy, he does like any black guy would. It's like, oh, shit, used to be what? With the feds? Hey, man, y'all hiring? Y'all hiring? Y'all, you can put in a good word for your boy? He's like, yeah, man, we always hiring. Now, Frank didn't get lost. Remember, Frank just didn't go down the stairs. When everybody was walking, remember, he came up and he touched the Federal Reserve. Well, he didn't touch the sign. He stopped and looked. And everyone went down the stairs. That's why old boy was looking like, man, I know somebody was behind me. So he just stayed up here because this is still the same hallway. And then the security came around. Kilgore. Hey, I had a staff sergeant Kilgore, probably one of the coolest white guys I ever knew in life. When I was in the military at my first base, Staff Sergeant Kilgore. Probably one of the most laid back guys ever. He chilled. If you needed help with anything, he'll help you out. He'll talk a little shit, talk some sports. I tell you, that's probably one of the coolest white guys I ever met. It was an honor to serve with that man. But he's like, yeah, man. Frank, crazy Frank, but he gonna do his job. The black guy, he looking for a raise, man. I ain't trying to walk around these halls no more. So I'm just gonna chill here and wait. Now, when they get downstairs, they end up not having any of the equipment. If you remember in episode 1, they showed the moment when they were up there. It was just showing a little more in depth of that. They didn't have the right tools because Frank had the tools. Now, Frank is upstairs still. The other tools were in Miami, so we couldn't do anything. But they got to go back to our boy Howard's house and they got to talk about it. We got to regroup. We got to get on the right page because right now we slacking. We got us a Cuban over here that's supposed to be a locksmith that ain't got the right tools. So you hear Liddy saying, nigga, we putting you on a plane tonight. You going to fly from here to Miami, get the right tools, and you're going to fly back tonight. Liddy's trying to go back in here ASAP. He don't want to stall for another day. He don't want to wait 3-4 days and reattempt this. No, his plan worked. They made it to the top floor, got down to the floor that they were supposed to go to. Now they all down here huddled up, and Dorothy comes down. She says she got some turkey and cheese. She got some ham and cheese sandwiches. I forgot old boy on the side. That nigga picks up a whole handful. He picks them up and he starts putting them in his pockets. And they like, hey man, chill. She's like, shit. I can't even do that. You see Dorothy Always got to be somebody nosy in the house. It's always somebody nosy in the house. And she know damn well she need to get upstairs, but you got to remember, she was once in the CIA also. So this is just human nature for her. This is, well, not human nature. This is second nature for her. She want to know what the hell going on. She want to know what the hell going on. Kevin back? You ain't got to spend no time with her? That ain't right. That ain't right, Howard. So now we're about to try to attempt this again. We just got to wait for old boy, the locksmith, to get back. Does anyone remember the locksmith's name? Let me see. Then they ain't got his name, but his name is Tony Polana. Wait. My bad. That ain't Frank. Frank is the dude that got the sandwiches. This is Frank. This is, see, man. That's why I got to give everybody nicknames, man. I don't be remembering their names on the show unless they the main character. All right, my boy's name is James. His name is James. James McCord. All right, bet. At first, I didn't like him because you remember he's the security guard. Yeah, that's where I'm at now. Yeah, at first he was the security guard for Jeb. Remember, he was the one asking him for the IDs and stuff. And then Frank is the guy that took all the sandwiches. Now, Gordon and Dorothy, they've been beefing a little bit ever since the incident where he pulled the gun on little Mikey. She been looking at him. He been watching her because he basically schooled her. Said, "Man, don't be having toy guns over here." But she don't really fuck with him because, hey, man, you still pulled a gun on a kid. Like, man, we ain't about to do no shooting up in here like that. Come on now. Then she also gave some perfume to one of the other gentlemen to give to his wife. And it turns out Kevin is actually about to leave. She got to leave tomorrow, y'all. She just got here. He talking about, I haven't got a chance to really see. You hear Dorothy in the background. Oh, whose fault is that? Like, come on, Dorothy. You just heard what this man was down there in that basement doing. If Mr. Hunt stops working right now, who's going to pay for this tuition? Who's going to pay for y'all to go to Paris with Kevin? Who's going to pay for that? Someone put in the chat, who's going to pay for these trips if Mr. Hunt stops working right now? If Mr. Hunt didn't take all the time out of his day to be on this creep team and do a service to his country, who's going to pay for that trip to Paris? What up, Tamika? Who's paying for these trips if my dog ain't working? Thank you, Kendall. Ain't nobody paying for it. How did Kevin think she was even in school? He's working. He's doing all of this. I never understand that. Now, my mom and dad probably had their arguments behind closed doors and them, but I never heard my mom and dad take shots at each other for my dad working all day. My dad was in the military. Then he ended up going reserve, or was he reserve? Yeah, I think he was reserve. Yeah, he went reserved on the weekends. He had his drill. So my dad was working nonstop. In 2 weeks during the summer, he go do his training. But I ain't never hear my mom say, "You're not spending enough time with the boys. You're working too much." Nigga, bills gotta be paid. Bills got to be paid. We understood my dad worked his ass off. so we could live the way we did. It was a modest lifestyle. I respect it though. But he's like, why? What? You didn't tell me you're just gonna be here for 2 days. I barely got to see you. Dorothy hating. Oh, whose fault is that? Well, obviously it's the White House's fault. You just talked to me in episode 1 talking about this is my big break. I need to prove myself. Well, that's what I'm trying to do, baby. That's what I'm trying to do. Say, yeah, well, Dad, I got to go. I got to go. He's like, oh, well, I want to go. I want to go. I'm gonna say it right now. I want to go. I want to go. Attempt number 3, y'all. Number 3. We're about to try to get in here. Now, James, what he did, he found out that the parking garage is probably the easiest way to get in here because deliveries are coming in and out every day. No one even notices. They just see a truck pull up. So what he does is he comes in, he tapes up the door so it won't lock. When you open it up, you just push it. It's going to open up for you. They walking in here, they 30 deep. They bleeding the block. And of course, Hunt makes sure we take the tape off. We don't want nobody knowing what we got going on down here. Now, if you watch this closely, they make a mistake a little bit later on, and that's how everything went down. But Hunt, remember, he told what's the name's daughter, everything I do is on purpose. So he thinks through every motion that he's about to, hey, if I got to do this, then I need to do this. If I do that, I got to do this. So he remembered to take the tape off the door so no one would know that the door is being tampered with. When they get upstairs, we finally got the right tools. I always wanted to buy one of these tool kits so I could like break into a door. Never got one. One time I was in Germany. My homeboy flew over and we were leaving. We were going out. Where were we going? Oh, this is for Christmas. No, this was for New Year's. New Year's going into 2017. So he came through and was going to meet up with my boy because we had to go to the train station. And in Germany, the doors, they all lock. So you got to have, like when you go in the house, you got to put your key in the door in order to lock the door. And you got to keep the key in there. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're trying to leave, you ain't looking for your keys. You just got to go to the door and unlock it. So I left out the house because I don't have an automatic garage. I had to go out there and lift it up. But we go outside, we got our bags and stuff. And I'm thinking I got my keys in my pocket. I go outside and close the door. I'm like, oh, God. My keys are still in the door on the inside because I forgot to take them out. I was like, damn it. So now we got a train to catch. And my keys are locked in the house. I'm like, fuck, man. This is during New Year's, so I think it was New Year's Eve. Was it New Year's Eve or the day before New Year's? Where it was one of the weekend days or something like that. But we had to wait on like a locksmith. But everybody was busy. And in Germany, they take their time. On Sunday. Like Sunday is the day of rest. You can't cut your grass on Sundays. You can't make loud noises on Sunday. That's just the way Germany is. So it was one of these days. Let me look at what day it was. So I'm like, fuck, man. So now I got to try to contact somebody on base. I'm hitting up the work group chat like, hey, anybody got, you know what I'm saying, like a little locksmith, they can get into the door. Everybody like, nah, we ain't got him, Mo. But one of my neighbors, like 2 houses up, because I lived in like a townhouse. So it was 3 buildings. I was on the end. Then there was one next to me and then another one. But the guy like across the little street, he came through. He was like, damn, you locked out? I was like, yeah. He's like, all right, man, I've been locked out before. Give me a second. So he go back to his house. He actually goes and gets one of his cards. And he does. I'm like, this is the first time I ever seen this outside of TV. I didn't think that shit worked. But he was like, he'd been locked out before, so he did it. But it kind of made me wonder. I was like, man, if this motherfucker breaking houses, you got to watch him. But he was a good dude. You know what I'm saying? He ain't nothing ever come up missing in mine. But that was the first time I ever seen a key card, like someone actually shimmying the lock. That's just my little locked out story. I remember I was locked out of the house when I was younger. I crawled through the bathroom window. Let me see something. Yep, there we go. I knew it was like a Sunday or something. I remember it was like a Sunday. December 31st was a Sunday. Cause we were supposed to go hop on the train and we was gonna ride out to this. We had New Year's in the castle. We had New Year's in the castle, and that Sunday we would go ride the train. Cause we came back to the crib. I packed me up another bag, and we were gonna head down to the train station on Sunday and meet up with everybody before we went to our hotel rooms. Man, that was a good New Year's too. Let me tell you, that was a good New Year's too. I ain't gonna lie, I was fly as hell, and I was just on some humble shit. Damn, time flies, y'all. It's 5 years ago, and I remember that story because when I'm on the schedule, I'm on the schedule. I ain't gonna lie to you. So that was kind of making me upset. I was more upset that I was late for what I had to do than I was with the keys being locked in because I knew I'd eventually get into my house. Plus, the lady, you know what I'm saying, the office, she lived in the office. So it's like one floor she had her room on, like she lived in one side of it, and then the other side was her office. So I could have went over there. I just didn't want to bother her. Yeah, it's 2017. Damn. Well, anyway, we get in the lot. Oh shit, we in here. You see, they had to look for my boy James to make sure he was there, so he didn't get lost again. You know how he gets. You know how he get. He wandering around, looking through shit. Now Nixon is on the TV, and he's giving a speech. And if you didn't know no better, you would believe everything he's saying. You're like, damn, this guy's good. Maybe he got my vote. He's saying it like it needs to be said. I said, damn, okay, Nixon. But then they show us what Nixon had going on behind the scenes. They put bugs up in the ventilation shafts. They bugging the phones. They taking pictures of everything. Dark as hell in here though. Lawrence O'Brien, the chairman. They flipping off an American hero. Then it says Special Operations Group, Model SK6A. Okay, let me see. Is there anything else? Yeah, see, that's an egg roll, y'all. That was an egg roll. This boy loves some Chinese food, don't he? What is this? Parliament? Parliament cigarettes? I ain't never heard of that. Man, they won't let us on the website. I'm just trying to see what they got. I'm trying to buy some Parliament cigarettes. I'm gonna buy a carton of Parliament cigarettes, and when we have our little our little treasure hunts on Power and any other show, I'm gonna be sending people out a pack of Parliament cigarettes. You got to be older than 18 though. You got to be older than 18 to enter into this Parliament sweepstakes that I'm gonna have. Remember, smoking causes lung cancer, heart disease. It may complicate pregnancy. All right. Who wants a pack of Parliament cigarettes? Oh, you got to be 21 and older to smoke cigarettes now? Oh, it is 21 older. All right, my bad. You can't enter unless you're 21 and older. That means I need to verify IDs. I ain't buying no damn cigarettes, let alone a carton. Not kidding. No, it's not. It's not the smoke. You're not gonna smoke these. These are gonna be. Hopefully, they got the throwback packaging on them. These are gonna be memorabilia. You just put those up. Like I'm gonna add that up there somewhere. I got this new shelf, but I'm not gonna hang it up. I want to put a shelf above my TV, but I'm not gonna hang it up because I'm probably gonna move out of here in like a month, 2 months maybe. So I don't even want to waste my time putting that up. But damn, that would be nice to have a pack of them cigarettes up there. I had to glue the top shut, so I'm never tempted to smoke one in the middle of the night. Now our boy Frank Wheels is on the move. Our boy is on the move. Ding! Going up. Now they in here, they kicking it. They thinking life is sweet. They ain't got no worries in the world. Ain't no security coming. We good to go. He talking about buying houses in Miami, some property in Jacksonville, all kinds of stuff. Now our boy Mr. Wheels, Officer Wheels, that's what we're gonna call him, Officer Wheels. We're gonna make him honorary officer. Officer Wheels. Anyone in there? We don't see nobody. We good to go, y'all. We are good to go. They all go outside and they go over to the hotel and they celebrate. Well, they ain't at the hotel. They at the observation room across the street from the Watergate complex. Yeah, yeah. Fuck Kennedy. Like, damn. They out here and they getting it too. They should have went down to the banquet hall and got some drink before they left. That's what they should have did. But they all celebrating because this is a successful mission at this point. Now we're at the Cosmos Club. Everybody's celebrating. Everybody's pulling up. Everyone is enjoying life. Because at this moment, you're thinking, hey, it's a win-win. We did everything we were supposed to do. We got bugs in there. We got photographs. We got shit. The phones are tapped. We got wires in there. Listening devices. We good to go. So we pulling up. Then we got the chief of counterintelligence, James. Now you can go ahead and say he kind of knows something is going on. That's why he don't want no parts of talking to Howard out here. James Jesus Ingleton. Let's see what he's done in his career. See what he's up to. All right. They said he was damn. Man, we about to look up the legacy of James. All right, so he was in Idaho. So we got Idaho, we got South Dakota. Former cavalry officer. We trying to see what he did when he was in. All right. He entered Yale in 1937, developed distinctive style, spoke with a slight English accent. Oh, he went to Harvard. Oh, he went to Yale and he went to Harvard. All right. Became a senior figure in the offices of strategic services, OSS, staff colonel. The outbreak of the Second World War. Responsibility collecting and analyzing information about countries at war. Oh, okay. So that's why he was the chief over at the counterintelligence. He was doing this during World War II, collecting and analyzing information. Oh, he was a lieutenant colonel. Okay. Lieutenant colonel. All right. So he had him a little bit of rank. He definitely outranked George McGovern. So he was in London. They had him in Rome. He was transferred to Rome as a commanding officer as a special counterintelligence unit. March 1945, he was promoted to first lieutenant and became the head of the X2 for the whole of Italy. At the age of 27, he was the youngest X2 branch chief in all of OSS, according to Charles Murphy. His unit uncovered some of the secret correspondence between Hitler and Mussolini that was later introduced into the Nuremberg trials as proof of their conspiracy. Oh, damn. All right, now, all right. He earned his position. He earned his position. Mr. Angleton, I apologize. I wasn't familiar with your work. I wasn't familiar with your work, but you were the youngest of the X2 branch, and you found a correspondence between Hitler and Mussolini. Mussolini, my bad. All right. The OSS officer is I think it said the Office of Strategic Services. Yeah. I don't know what exactly they did, but it just says their responsibility was collecting and analyzing information. So for any countries at war with the United States. So I mean, he found out about Hitler and Mussolini. All right. All right. Let's see what else he did. Angleton impressed his senior officers within his 6 months, and he was promoted to the rank of second lieutenant and appointed as the chief of the Italian desk for the European Theater of Operations. See, he was in the European Theater with the OSS. George McGovern was flying in the European Theater. So they were there at the same time. It's just, I mean, hell, at this time, they were the same rank. Second lieutenant. Oh, he was a second lieutenant. George McGovern was a first lieutenant. So he was ranked higher than him. Okay. Okay. He remained in Italy. They worked closely with the Italian counterintelligence to uncover the reams of data about Soviet operations. So he went from dealing with Nazi Germany to seeing what the Soviets were doing. As Italian fascism collapsed and the Germans retreated, quicken, Allenton found himself targeted several new enemies. I was about to say emails, including lingering fascists and, more importantly for him, the communist networks. He was now in his element. Recently declassified documents show Angleton in the zenith. At the man, damn, this shit is small. See, I don't even remember where we was at now. Oh, here we go. We don't care when he had kids. We need to do what he. All right, here we go. CIA. Here we go. He returned to the U.S. He met his wife. They agreed to make another effort to save their marriage. He calmed down a little, got back together, rediscovered each other. That's all you got to do. Rediscover a little bit. But he was a nervous wreck, nervous about family responsibilities and his health. He had suffered badly. He was eager to make it, go find it, and I needed to be with them. They lived in Tucson until they moved to Washington in 48 to begin his career in the CIA. All right. And they ain't telling, hey, they not telling us what we need to know. 51 now. We need to get up into the 60s at least. Yeah, you could tell this is gonna be a smart man right here. So he found a Soviet defector. All right, man, that's enough for him. All we know is he ain't fucking with our boy Hunt. No one really is. Basically, after he got about the CIA, they really not messing with him. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of, like kind of go do your own thing, Hunt. You know what I'm saying? You already caused us too much heartache and pain. Too much heartache and pain. Now you already know how Liddy is feeling. Liddy's like, look, I grew up with all these kind of bullies and how they were treating you. That's messed up. Everything you did for the CIA, you had connections. You did a lot. Now it was interesting to see all these characters and how they all played a role with each other. Because if you remember, Hunt used to be in the CIA, so he was up under him at one point in time. Maybe not directly, just because he was the chief of counterintelligence. I forgot what they said Hunt did. They just said he was a CIA agent. But he does give Liddy some information. I think he said if you got money, you do what? Metropolitan? I don't remember the whole saying. But I fall into that third category. And basically what Hunt is saying here is I don't pay for nothing. I just sign off and leave. I just sign off and leave. I mean, we already know he's behind at the country club. He's behind at the country club. They called him out. It's been 4 months. So over here at Cosmo, how many months you think he's behind at Cosmo if he's behind at his local country club? Could I thrive in the 70s? Hell yeah, I could thrive in the 70s, man. I'm built for the 70s, man. The 70s would have been my hey. And let me tell you something. The 70s would have been my year. Like for real, that would have been my decade. I think the 70s I'd have been, my pops used to model in the 70s. Hold on real quick. I'm gonna show you my pops in the 70s. Yeah, my pops used to model back in the set. Y'all wouldn't even believe it. My dad was a model. He used to model for Newport. Yeah, I would have been good I would have been good. They would have been mad at me in the 70s. I would have been one jive turkey, a fly jive turkey at that. They would have been calling me all kinds of names. Man, what's going on here? Yeah, man, I would have been good. I'd have been good in the 70s. You already know what it was. The pandemic was treating your boy nice. Would I have been good? Yeah, I would have been perfect in the 70s. You already know it. My hair don't grow like that no more. Hair don't grow like that's back when the line was intact and everything. Yeah, I'd have been. I'd have been good. The beard was short, but I grew the hair out. I ain't want both at the same time. I can only have one or the other one long. Pause. Oh yeah, if I go back and find my old pictures, I used to walk around school. I used to always wear my afro in high school. I never had my hair. Well, I mean, I would get my hair braided, but I wasn't the type. Unless my mom was braiding it, I just need like 6 or 8 cornrows straight back. I don't do like none of the designs. I just need my braids straight back. You know what I'm saying? I had the Leons. Now they go back and they talk to Jeb. And the reason they gotta go back to talk to Jeb is because we gotta celebrate, y'all. We got to celebrate good times. Come on. We just succeeded. We went ahead and tapped up this spot. Everything is good to go now, y'all. No, no worries, no complaints, no nothing. Oh yeah, that's all I needed was the straight bags. But they show up. Jeb got to talk to him a little bit. What y'all boys got going on, man? Sit down. Let me talk to y'all real quick. How y'all doing today? Y'all good? That's good. I like to hear that. I like to hear that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So you guys successfully completed the mission, correct? Oh, yes, sir. You know how we do. Oh, okay. Well, let's go ahead and, you know what I'm saying? Let's see what they got. Let's see what they got. Now they go through and they started reading the transcripts. Got to read the transcripts. We got to see what the hell was going on. Now you're gonna have to help me with the name of whoever this lady said she was, because I sure don't remember. That's my pops right there. Yeah, his fro wasn't as clean as mine, but he had the fro back then. You know what I mean? He ain't had the fro that I had. You know what I'm saying? But he had the fro back then. That's my pops right here. This my uncle over here. See now in this picture, they had their afros on deck. My dad, hey, they were about to hit that club too. This is after Vietnam. My dad came back. He came back. He was living up in New York. Went down to Virginia. About to go step, step. Yeah. Disco Inferno. Hey, look at my dad's beard, bro. He said, fuck it. I want it clean shaven on the chin. I want the mustache connected to the goatee. Man, you know they got sweaty as hell. He got this yellow on. This nigga was in there dancing and shit, sweaty as hell. You know them clubs ain't had no AC back then in the 70s. Man, what they about to play some cards? I gotta ask him, what was y'all about to do here? Play some cards? He like, nah, I'm trying to hit the club. Yeah, man, there's my pops, man. He was a model. I gotta find it. Like, I guess when he went up to New York, he was modeling or something. Now I don't know who seen my dad was like, hey, you want a model? Or this nigga just went in there and said, hey, I want a model. But this is what I would be looking like in the 70s. This is probably like 72 also. This my dad be what, 22, 23? She's probably around that time. Who knows? Now they get up in here and when they start reading the transcripts, well, let me tell y'all something. We can read the transcripts of the secretary up front. She talking about she got her hair cut. It's her first time going to this new lady, and she tore her hair up. She tore her hair up. She said, now I look like who she say she look like? I want to look up that lady. Does anyone remember the name of the person that she said she looked like? Because nothing else worked in there. The pictures, can't use them. Who cares? They didn't find anything important. The audio inoperative. We can't hear nothing. Y'all just threw it in there. Y'all were chilling and relaxing. If you would have double checked everything, you can. I got to go back. I don't want to bring it up because I don't want to get flagged or anything. Damn. I do want to look and see what her name was so we can see if it was a good look or a bad look. Let me see. Let me try to find her name real quick. Well, basically, he's just reading a lot of BS. Nothing even makes sense. No one cares what they're looking at. There was no information on Russia. There was no information on anything. Seems like the Democrats, they were abiding by all the rules. That's what it seemed like, right? It seemed like they were spying on nothing. But ball man in the back talking about, see, I knew this was some bullshit. I knew this was some bullshit. Now, of course, Liddy and Howard, they cool, but they ain't never really gonna be Shelly Winters. All right, bet. Let's see what Shelly Winters look like real quick, y'all. She didn't want to look like Shelly. Ain't nothing wrong with Shelly. Ain't nothing wrong with Shelly. That's a cool hairstyle for the 70s, ain't it? Wait, Shelly Winters? Let me find out. Wait, she didn't want to look like Shelly Winters? Ew, it must have been the short hairstyle. I don't think it's this one. Shelly Winters is a bombshell. That's what they said in Vanguard. They said it was Shelly Winters, the Vanguard bombshell. Okay. She must have had this haircut right here. This is probably one she didn't want. Or this one right here. This is probably the one she had right here. Which one y'all think? It was this one or it was the long one when Shelly was, hey, she was a bombshell. Yeah, what's wrong with Shelly Winters? She was in movies. She got the curls. She won an Oscar in '85. Yeah, it may have been this hairstyle right here. Yeah, it had to be this one. Hold on, who is Shelly with? Okay. Even back then, they were, man, that celebrity gossip, boy. They love it. Her long life search for true love inside the late stars romances. All right, who she got? Who's the top dog? Okay, she had a pilot. No, ain't no pilot, just an army dude. No, it ain't really talking about nothing. Oh well, it's probably the short haircut. Probably this haircut right here. She probably didn't want this one. This is probably the one she said passed on. This is what you get when you go into that super cuts. You know, they be talking about super cuts. We get you in and out in like 15 minutes or 20 minutes. Now, I don't mind an hour long haircut. I don't mind that because you got to do your job. You know what I'm saying? You got to do it right. When we start going over an hour for a haircut, that's when I get upset. But I definitely ain't going into no super cuts. A 30-minute haircut, they ain't do something right. They ain't do something right. My fade might not be correct on the back. I might not get the mirror to look at the back of my head before I leave. You know what I'm saying? That's what a 30-minute haircut to get you. 30-minute haircuts, I think those stopped in like 2013, 14. Around then, that's when 30-minute haircuts stopped. And niggas said, man, you know what? We're going to start taxing y'all for all kinds of extra shit you ain't never seen before. Boss man basically telling both of these fools, listen, shut up. I make the decisions here. I make the decisions here. Now they go and talk to John Mitchell. Remember, John Mitchell is one of the people that are really deep into the game. We did a little digging last week and we found that old Johnny boy was into a lot of stuff. But right now they don't have anything to lean on, and they're saying, listen, we can get these hippies, take them into the DNC, piss all over the suite. Yeah, the presidential suite, piss all over it. Had the hippies do it. Then whoever gets it next, they'll put it out there in the media that George McGovern, the DNC, this is how they were treating the rooms. Now Mitchell's listening to this, and he's like, first of all, that's a dumbass idea. But secondly, do you two brothers know who's getting that room next? They're like, nah, well, it gotta be somebody important. He said, me, I'm getting that room and I don't want piss all over the damn carpet. So right now, this is all out the window. That was our last hope right there, man. That was it. There is still the kidnapping plan where they take one of the officials down to Mexico. That plan is still on the table, but they're not gonna let Liddy do that. Let's just be real. They're not gonna let Liddy do that. Plus, we know it's not gonna be a non-violent thing. Liddy, if he gets an opportunity to pull his gun out and use it, he more than likely will. So right now, this project is out the window. And the first place they go is to the bar. You know you got to go ahead and drink those sorrows away. You got to drink those sorrows away. And he's like, man, maybe Dorothy was right. That was a stupid plan. It was a stupid plan. But for our boy Hunt, he's thinking, you know what? Dorothy was right. We need to go ahead and just end all of this, man. I'm about to go be with my family. He gets home. She's talking about, man, Junior sure can play. He said, did he get lessons? She said, no, our kids are geniuses. They all have a musical talent. You would know if you were here. He's like, I know. I'm sorry. But I just never knew he could play the piano like that. It's like, yeah, he can. Well, while Hunt's at the house trying to figure out his life problems, Liddy gets cornered one on one. Liddy's already explained to us that when he gets an order, he's going to accomplish that order no matter what it takes. Now, he comes in here and Ballman tell him, listen, bottom left drawer, there's some documents. We need you to get it. He said, how you know that? He said, we don't know, but we telling you, you need to go in there. He said, why? He said, because this man right here, Nixon, he wants that bottom drawer. So Liddy's thinking, damn, you want me to go back in there a fourth time? He said, a fourth time, excuse me? What do you mean? He said, oh no, it's spy talk. Because this will be the fourth attempt. The bugs didn't work, the wires didn't work, the photographs didn't work. Shelley Winters, the secretary, allegedly. We don't know what's going on. We don't know nothing. But if you can get in there, go into that bottom left drawer, get all those documents, we'll be good to go. We'll be good to go. And my boy's getting ready to go. He's dipping out, man. Look, Paris don't sound that bad. I get to spend time with my kids. Why not go? Why not go? And she's listening like, you guys keep trying to break into the DNC. Sound like the Bay of Pigs all over again. He's like, yeah, I know. But I don't want to be like that. I do want to go to Paris with my family. Damn it, I left my passport at work. Damn. I got to drive back into DC. I've only had that happen to me one time. I left my passport at my desk in the top drawer, too. I brought it to work. I forgot what I was doing. I was filling out something, one of my itineraries. So I had to get my passport number. I brought it to work. It was the day I had to leave, too. I had to drive back to work to get my passport. I was like, God, how did I leave this at work? But I ain't want to be walking around base with my passport on me. So I put it in my drawer and I had to go back up there. I had to get up early, too. I probably got to base probably about 4:30. Then I came back to my crib because I had to meet up with the little caravan of people I'm gonna ride with at 7. Man, let me tell you, I was in that car. I was knocked out on the way to the airport. It is what it is. But once they get back to work to get this damn passport, Liddy comes in here and says, hey, listen, we got work to do. He said, I told you, man, I'm done, Liddy. I'm out the game. I'm done, man. I'm putting this BS behind me. I'm about to be with my family. I want to go chill. I want to go to Paris. I ain't never been to Paris. Well, I went one time, but I ain't never been to Paris. I was over there in Rome or something like that. He said, nah, man. We got to get in that office. That bottom left drawer, we got to get to it. Hunt keeps telling him, man, I'm done. Plus, we already tried too many times. It didn't work. When they get outside, Liddy is basically explaining to him, listen, damn, I don't know what's happening to my voice. But Liddy gets outside and he tells him, look, we got work to do. This is what our country will want us to do. This is what we need to do. Then also, man, you know, once that dopamine starts to hit, it's like, damn, all right, I'm addicted to this. I'm addicted to this winning. I've been bullied before. But guess what? If we do this for the president, it's basically name your price. You could become the head of the CIA. That's how Liddy's looking at it. Liddy's saying, man, you got a potential chance to be a big dog. You know, I might be able to get back in the FBI. If we do this for Nixon, this one last hoorah, we'll be good. We'll be able to go legit. We'll be able to change our lives, our destiny. Now, right now, he's talking to him. He's peer pressuring him. That's what he's doing. He's walking him right now, holding his hand, walking him. He on the tightrope right now, but he holding his hand, trying to show him like everything gonna be all right. You know what I'm saying? When you watching them practice, they start the kids off or maybe like 2 foot off the ground. You gotta hold their hands and walk with them, letting them know it's all right till they get that balance down. Same thing with riding a bicycle. You know what I'm saying? They holding on to the handlebars with you till they let go. You know what I'm saying? Till they let go. So right now he's just walking Hunt. He's telling Hunt, look, nigga, if we do this shit, and one of this is just because his determination to get a job done. If he gets a task, he can't go home with a job undone. Kobe Bryant told us, job not finished. So Hunt's hearing this, and he's like, man, I do need some extra money. My daughter did drop out. I don't get to spend time with the family as much. All right, all right. Just one time, just one time, just one time, just one last time. Dorothy and Kevin, they riding on out. Yeah, I'm good, Kendall. I don't know what it is, man. It's just sad, you know. Just sad knowing that this was going on American soil, our own people. Don't you know you're killing your own people? But Dorothy and Kevin, they ride off to the airport with little Ace, aka Mikey, the piano player. In Daybreak, that's a good strand. That's a good strand to smoke, y'all. If you smoke, Daybreak is cool. Daybreak is good, and Afternoon Delight. Those two, use them when they tell you to. Daybreak, like in the morning, you want to hit that. In the afternoon, that Afternoon Delight's gonna glide you through your day. You're gonna be chill. You're gonna be chill. Cause you know, outside of this, that's how I am. I'm chill. I don't do too much talking. I just be chilling. But I get on here and I got to do a job for y'all. I got to tell y'all the story behind the story. Right now, I can't really tell you the story behind the story because all I know is the story that they telling us right there. But Daybreak, they actually got a gig tonight, and we could all go as a family. But guess what? Ungrateful one says, "What you gotta do? Work? You gotta work tonight." Actually, I do have to work tonight, honey. Who you think keeps the lights on? Who you think puts these clothes on your back? Who you think paid for that cab ride to the airport? Who you think paid for that ticket for your mom and your brother? Me, the only person working. Guess who's paying for your tuition for you to be right here with us? Me. So yes, I do have to work tonight. I apologize. That damn it, I want to give my family a better life, but yeah, honey, I do have to work tonight. I'm just going to be honest with you. I don't know how else to put it, but I'm doing something for the president, kids. I can't go into too much detail, but I'm working for the president now. I got to work tonight. She said, "Oh, you're always to work. You're always glued to your work, pie." And look at him. What is he doing, y'all? What is he doing? Hands on hip. What is hands on hip? You eat tired as hell. You trying to figure out what the hell is going on. What the hell is going on? Or you're trying to figure something out. Where did I put something? This is a what the hell is going on? My kids are talking to me in the kind of way. My wife is upset that I had to work because that's how we pay the bills around here. This is a this is a good moment right here. This is what the hell is going on. What the hell is going on here? I'm the only motherfucker working in this house, and everybody's just treating me like I just got free time to be hanging out. I don't. I don't. I just wasted money on tuition. Ain't no one at college right now. One of my kids is going with my wife and my son across sea, so I'm already. We looked at the flights. That's equivalent to like $2,000 nowadays. Remember, we looked at the flights last week, so it's about equivalent to $2,000 what they paying right now. That's for one person. You got the little boy too. Got the little boy too. This is about a $4,000 trip right here that he got to pay for on top of the tuition that this kid ain't going to school with the tuition that he's paying for the other school, Kevin. It's a lot of money going out right now. We're looking at roughly just for this little trip right now and what we got going on. We're looking at roughly, including tuition for both kids, this trip. We're looking at roughly, let's just say 20. Now, let's just, I don't even know how much tuition was back then, but we're at least $30,000 right now. This right here, this scene right here is $30,000. Two kids in school, two tickets to Paris and back, plus whatever they spend over there. Then you got to spend for whatever your daughter got going on over there too. Now I see why Gabrielle Union over there 50-50. That's how you got to do it. That's how the rich stay rich. That's how the rich stay rich. I guarantee if they were going 50-50, he wouldn't have hands on hip. He'd be like, shit, all right, cool. She'll just use her half on that shit. But no, when you're doing that 100-0, this is how you're going to look every single day. Hurting. Hurting. Your kids, they don't give a damn about you. Your wife don't give a damn about you. Your youngest son, he's still traumatized because Liddy done pulled a gun on him. One kid is just smart enough to be smart enough for the whole family. Yeah, Kendall, they did. It was Kevin, Dorothy, and Lil Mike. Well, David. Yeah, those three went. But I'm assuming that her ticket was probably something to do with her school, though, wasn't it? Because she was back for the she was just back for the break. Oh, so he had a Lord. Yeah, that's right. She was just back for the break. So he had to pay for 3 tickets going over there. So he pays $6,000 plus whatever they're gonna spend over there for 3 people. Let's just say it's gonna be about a $7,000 trip, $8,000 trip. Ooh. Ah. Ah. $8,000. Mm. I can't spend no $8,000 like that. My the trip I just took, I was gone for 3 weeks in November. I think I spent maybe about 5 for 3 weeks. 8 for a week. Oh. Ugh. Oh. That don't hurt y'all. Like that don't feel bad right now. Like your ribs, like someone kicking you in your side, like 8,000 off the top of the dome, and then you want me to roll two a $10,000 job. Oh, stop it. Stop it. We can't afford that right now. We cannot afford that right now. 6,000. Oh, just don't. ah. Mm. That don't even sound good to the ears. Oh, I don't want to hear it. And then on top of that, you got the kids talking shit to you too. Oh, you always busy, huh, Dad? Look at him. He is upset because them dollars is running through his head. So now he really got to go on this mission. And our boy Frank, he back on it. He back on it. But this time he notices that there's some tape on the door. Wait a minute. What is this? Take this off of here. All right, cool. I thought they were staying 3 or 4 weeks. I don't remember. Uh, yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you. I can't remember either. At first, I thought it was her going back to school, but then I was like, oh yeah, they did say they were gonna go to Paris. And she wanted him to come. So even if it's 3 to 4 weeks, man, they in Paris. Well, this is the 70s, so Paris probably ain't that expensive. But if we converted it to today's, you know what I'm saying, what today's currency is, we know the tickets are about $2,000. And that was on sale. Those were on sale prices that we were looking up. So about 2,000 for the tickets. If 4 of them would have went, $8,000 for a month. Yeah, they closer to 12 to 15,000. Yeah, Kendall, if all 6 of them, oh, that's a $20,000 trip easily. That's a $20,000 trip. It'll probably be less than that. You could probably get it around 17 because 6 of them, that's already $12,000 just off of tickets. 12, and you could probably say another 2,000, $3,000 for wherever they staying at for a month. Oh yeah, that's man, that ain't no vacation. Y'all moving. Y'all moving for that much. Ain't no trip worth that much money. I don't care where you go. You name a country, you tell me you got to spend that much money. I guarantee I can knock half of that off. you're bullshitting if you spending that much money. You just spending recklessly. And I don't know if I can trust your financial literacy or not, because nigga, there's no reason we should be spending no 20 on this trip. You talking, when I hear 20,000, I'm hearing 5 different trips in the year. Like I'm all right, $4,000 is cool. You talking about, man, it's gonna be about, man, we got this spot, it's like $6,000, but if we all split, like, hell no, $6,000 sound like too much. If I can't spend 6 on my own, then I'm not staying there, because if something go wrong, I need to be able to make sure I'm straight. So hell no, 6 is too much. I ain't putting in no money on no 6. Matter of fact, I get my own hotel. Y'all stay in Airbnb or something. Give me a nice little hotel, maybe a 200 a night, 230 maybe. Be something nice. I'm like, Frank. You see Frank? Frank looking at that door handle. He said, "Oh no, this ain't right. This ain't right. Y'all trying to put that in the group chat." Yeah, man. The spot we getting about 5,000. It's a 6-bedroom, but it's 5,000. So it'd be like, no, nigga, that don't sound right to me. For $1,200, shit, $1,200, I can go get me a suite for $1,200. Yeah, I'm probably gonna go ahead and get me a hotel. I'll link up with y'all though. I'm fuck with y'all tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? We get out there, it's still love. You know what I mean? Y'all might as well stay at the hotel, man. Y'all gonna be about the way anyway. But he finds the tape on the door. And when the Cubans get up there, it's locked. They can't get in. They got to head back to the hotel and tell Hunt, hey, man, I ain't going to lie to you, Howard. We tried, but we couldn't get in. And look at Liddy. Look how he's sitting. So he's looking at Hunt. And he's like, hey, man, you need to change your pants, bro. Them are some bright ass pants. He's like, yeah, man, but you said you liked them. He said, yeah, I liked them in Miami. I don't like them up here. Plus, if somebody catches us, they gonna see these big, bright, fucking P. Diddy pants you got on. It's like, nah, I like these. He's like, man, you shouldn't be wearing them tonight. And look at Liddy. Once they get that knock on the door, he gets against the wall because he thinking, oh man, somebody might be trying to kick in. Somebody might be trying to kick in. Let me be prepared. Just in case. Just in case. Kendall, they are like, when you look at this, it makes you wonder, how did they really act in real life? 'Cause I know they got some comedy to it, but just watching this, Liddy reminds me of the dude. What's that movie? It's a parody. What is it? Borat. That's what Liddy reminds me of. That dude Borat. This dude just does all the most fucking outlandish shit. He up against the wall like like they can't see him if they open up the door. Like, dude, they can see you against that wall. But the Cubans show up and they like, man, we couldn't get in there, man. It's over with. We're done. We tried, man. We tried, but the tape wasn't there. Howard said, all right, look, with my pants shimmering, and even though I think it was Frank that said it, he said, damn, this is nice pants. He said, thank you. He looked over at Liddy. Liddy was like, get focused. Hunt is saying he's calling it. My name is Howard Hunt, and I'm done with this operation. We are done. Wrap it up. We're not going back in there. Now, Liddy said, whoa, 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 whoa. Last I checked, this is a democracy. We're going to vote on this. And I call the shots anyway, so we're going to vote on it. Look around, one or two of them, they raise their hands. One of them said he's down with Howard, but he rose his hand. Howard was like, put your hand down. My boy James, he was the deciding factor. He said, look, I got these divorce papers. I ain't got no money. I need to make some money. I'm in. So now we're going back in there. We got to go back in there. But before they go, Howard gives, I don't know why, but he gives one of the Cubans a letter that he's trying to send to the country club. He said, there's a mailbox over at Watergate. Since I'm going to be stuck up here, I want you to put it in the mailbox. They go back over there. They tape the door up again. Got to go through the little service door. Now, back in the hotel room across the complex, we got Howard and we got our boy Liddy putting up an antenna. Because once they go in there and bug stuff up, oh yeah, we good to go. This time we gonna get it. We gonna make it happen. And also, this antenna is so the radio could actually work. Because most of the time they can't hear each other over the radio. So this right here, just giving us a little, you know what I'm saying, a little more range. You know what I'm saying? That Wi-Fi booster before Wi-Fi. You know what I mean? They creep back through the door. They dapping it up. Eagle One, we're in the nest. It's like, okay, cool, we hype. Now Liddy starts asking some questions about Oswald and who killed Kennedy and what did he know, because allegedly he was down there in I think New Mexico where Oswald was down there at the same time. Since he was FBI, he's trying to figure out the CIA. Did y'all have something to do with that? But Howard is smart and he tells him, nah, I was with my wife. Same thing I told the commission when they came and asked me. So it kind of makes you wonder what connection did he have with an actual Oswald, and did the CIA play a role in it? We'll probably go down that conspiracy hole probably like at the end of the series. But that does sound interesting. Liddy over here working out because he never misses a day to work out. Old boy is still in the other hotel room. Remember from the beginning? So he's on the walkie and he's talking to let them know, hey, we're good to go. Now, once Frank makes his next round, he got his hands on his hip trying to figure out what the hell am I doing here, man? Why haven't I elevated myself in my career? Now, shout out to the real Frank, Mr. Wills. Shout out to him. Did his thing. Reported the crime, and the people did the time. He notices tape back on the door once again, but this time he said, no, no more funny business. Fool me once, shame on me. Shame on me. Ain't no shame on you. Fool me once is shame on me. He said, fool me twice. Oh, no, hell no. We ain't even going down that. We cutting it off right here. Yeah. PD, I need backup. I'm coming upstairs right now. I got some tape on here. This is the second time. This is not a drill. This is not a drill. We had tape on the door 2 times tonight, coming upstairs, over and out. Eagle One, what's going on upstairs? Just Unit 1. He said, let me check real quick. Are people dressed like hippies? I said, dressed like hippies? Yeah, are they dressed like hippies? Said, no. Ours are dressed in suits. What do you mean hippies? Yeah, there's some hippies walking around with flashlights and guns. They looked at each other. He said, hey, get the fuck out of there. The police is coming. So now at this point, they all running around the room. He talking about, hey, leave out that hotel room. Liddy was like, man, what are we worried about? Nothing's gonna come back to us. He said, Liddy, James got a key card to this room. So if they get caught, they gonna have the key card and they gonna look at it and they gonna come check this room. We got to go right now. They on the inside talking about, yeah, they got us. They got us. He said, listen, nigga, they got a key. They about to get arrested. We got to shake the room. They over here packing up everything. They got to grab binoculars. They throwing whatever they had. Man, at this point, you already know that heart rate is so elevated. Oh, like, oh shit. This right here probably got to be the scariest thing ever for these fools. He trying to take down this antenna because you can't leave any evidence. The antenna, it's all stuck onto the rail. And Back up in the hotel room, old boy done grabbed his camera, left all his food, everything in there. But fuck it, we gotta go. I got my recording devices. We got to go. We got to go. He talk about, man, the damn antenna's on here too tight. Liddy gonna say, man, you told me to tighten it. Well, that is true. He did tell you to make sure it was tight. But this nigga Liddy takes everything too seriously, man. He didn't tighten it up too much. Now you got to try to like hammer it in. Like, God damn it, Liddy. Ting, 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 ting. Then he tried to hit it with his hand because he frustrated and he's scared. But both of them are telling each other, don't panic. Don't panic. He ain't folding nothing up. He trying to put a map in the in the briefcase. He came out. He trying to wipe everything down so there ain't no fingerprints in there. It's too late, man. It's too late. They got everything they need from y'all. They got everything they need from y'all. Edward Martin. Date of birth 10/14/24. 6 foot 180. Look at this fool, man. The police are looking at him like, what are you doing in here? And why do you have this much money on you? Like, I don't know why they had that cash on them. Look at look at these dudes, man. They running up out of here. He's talking about, man, the Cubans, they'll never say a word. Liddy said, man, your people, they done fucked us up again, man. They done fucked us up again, man. Like, nah, we good, we good, we good, man. Then he said, you in the country club? He didn't put the envelope in the mailbox, y'all. He got caught with the envelope. And it's got Howard Hunt on there. It's got his address. Lakewood Country Club. Oh my goodness. Kendall was right. These have to be the worst spies ever. This shit was so sloppy. They got caught. He had the letter on him. Man, we gotta see if that's real. Damn, Howard. Let's see. You got a lot of stuff. Colson knew. Hunt wrote a fake cable. All right, let's see. Ah, man, you ain't gonna let me in here. We ain't trying to take no survey. Watergate, 4 months before the Watergate burglary, he discovered that one of his conspirators, Howard Hunt Jr., a friend he had recommended for a White House job, had written a fake cable implicating President Kennedy in the assassination of South Vietnamese President Diem. So Hunt was just out here lying and stuff. Come on, Hunt. Damn. Should have known. So he did 33 months. Was that 2 years, 2.5? 24. Nah, it's what, 3 years? 3 years, like 8 months or something like that. 11 months. No, like 8. Yeah, this is a good episode. I wanted to see if he actually had a letter that they found in there. Because if he gave them a letter, that probably happened in real life. If they put it in the show, man, that's not something that you just make up unless they just trying to flip the story. Damn, boy, that's got to be some of the dumbest stuff ever. And they left it for the Democrats too, thinking it was some of their work. Oh, good episode. Good episode, though. If I do say so myself. Oh yeah, and here go my pops back when he used to, you know what I'm saying, do his little 1-2 step. In search of the total man. This nigga thought he was Michael Jackson. uh Sometimes I'm not gonna lie, like his voice, trying to have like that accent, it kind of throws me off. But other than that, I think he's doing good. Nah, Eric, I haven't. I know the first episode came out last week, but I haven't. I ain't gonna lie to you, I ain't watched it. I said I was, but since we ain't had no episode, I really just chilled. But I'm gonna check that out because we also got Friday, White Men Can't Jump, so that'll be our Sunday show. White Men Can't Jump on Sunday. Should be a straight series. At least I'm hoping so. Oh nine is good. I'll check it out. I'm gonna watch All the President's Men tonight, and I'll probably watch that tomorrow. What's tomorrow? Wednesday? Yeah, I'll probably watch that tomorrow then. Or I don't know what time is it. It's only 8. Yeah, I might get off of here and watch it then. What's it? That comes on Hulu? I mean, not Hulu. Uh, what is Class '09 on? Oh, FX. And they said they only gave it a 6.1 out of 10. I'm gonna have to get on there and turn it into at least an 8. I'm gonna have to get on there and turn it to an 8. Oh, so they dropped 2 episodes? Damn, I'm getting far and far behind. All right, I'll check it out though. So is it like a continuation? Like every episode is, you know what I'm saying, it goes in order, or is it like a different crime each episode? Or is it like one big crime? You know what I mean? They do time jumps during the episodes. Mm. Review Hulu's time hopping FBI drama lacks the courage of his convictions. Come on, man. See, this probably ain't nobody that's actually watching the episodes. That's why you can't really read. Well, for me, I can't really read what people review a show. I gotta watch it for myself. Uh-uh. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna see what it is. Mm-mm. Past, present, and future. All right, yeah. All right, I'll watch that tonight. I'll leave all the president's men for another day because this do sound interesting to me. Once y'all started saying time hopping, so I always thought it was. I didn't know they were gonna be time hopping. I thought they were just saying it's like the class '09. They eventually gonna show us the whole thing. But that sounds cool to me. I need me a little bit of sci-fi, not too crazy, but just enough. You know what I mean? Just enough. Because we got White House Plumbers. That's our realistic one. We got Power, of course. You know, Power is our drug one. Now we got White Men Can't Jump. You know what I'm saying? That's our casual, kind of like how Bel Air was. That's our casual show. You know what I'm saying? That's a little bit of this, a little bit of that. All right, yeah. Let me try that. Make this strawberry lemonade. I picked up some strawberries today. Ooh, I said, yeah, boy, you about to get down. You about to get down today. Damn. Idol do drop June 4th. So that Monday, June 5th, we'll be doing this. Yeah, we'll be doing the after show for that. Man, I think that's gonna probably be. I think it's gonna be pretty good. I ain't gonna lie to you. I want to see what they do with this. I hope it ain't like too wild, but I think it's gonna be pretty good. I think I'm like, yeah, this show legit right here. Oh, so we got all right. We got White House Plumbers, Power, White Men Can't Jump. I gotta get to Class '09, so that might be our fourth. And then we got Idol. So we're gonna have about 4 shows going on at a time. That's cool. That's cool. That's normally how we do it anyway. Nah, that I turned on the show on Netflix, Beef, but man, I couldn't watch that. I was like, nah. You know another movie I can't watch, and I've tried 4 times straight. That Mother movie with J Lo and Amari. I tried to watch that 4 times, and each and every time I tried last night. I said I'm not even gonna attempt no more. I'm not gonna lie to you. And Love and Death, nah, I know Tamika keep telling me about it. I seen it and I remember we were talking about it, but I never got to watching it. Yeah, I tried watching. I was like, man, all right, I'm gonna talk about it, but I'm like, really, nigga. Really? Yeah. I tried, y'all. I tried. I ain't gonna lie to you. Love and Death is based off of how many episodes? It's like 3 episodes on Love and Death, isn't it? See, I want to get a show where I see. That's what I think. I don't know. I still want to do my TV reviews and breakdowns like this, but that's what my passion is. Like, I'd rather do stories. I mean, like shows that are based off of true stories, so we can go look up the true stories. I want to break down like the true story aspect of it. You know what I mean? That's why I wanted to do a facts versus fiction on this. I like to know what the truth was. You know what I mean? They dropped three to see. Tamika, you know how it is. You know how it is. Like, that seems like something I'm gonna have to watch on my own. When you get on here and you make content, when they drop that many episodes, it's for me, it's too hard to try to remember all of them. You know what I mean? I can do one because it's like I'm using all my focus on trying to make up stories for that one episode. You give me 3 episodes, I can't talk. I gotta talk straight through it. You know what I'm saying? In order for me to remember it. You gotta give me one episode at a time now. One episode at a time. My brain can't process that much. Kendall, I'm the same way. If it's based off of a crime or well, I mean, this is a crime too, but that's one reason I wanted to watch it because I never knew much about Watergate. There's supposed to be a Jeffrey Dahmer too, isn't it? They said they were doing something with it. Now I don't know if it's gonna be his stories. I don't know. That's just what I read. Yeah, season two. Mm-mm. But yeah, man, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. Tomorrow's Wednesday. You know how it is, hump day. Make sure you get all your work done tomorrow. Get ready to skate into that weekend, Thursday and Friday. Y'all make sure y'all safe. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Give me a minute. I'm gonna get the Discord up and working, y'all. Just give me a minute. You know, I ain't that tech savvy. Trying to figure stuff out. But I'll be posting videos and stuff in there. I'll probably on Wednesday nights, depending if we don't have any shows, I'm gonna start opening up my channel. So if you are in the Discord, you can just come up here and you guys can discuss whatever shows y'all want to talk about. Maybe some shows I never heard, and I'll listen to what you guys got to say for some. You know what I mean? So we can just have an open discussion. But I do want to start doing that. And maybe on Wednesday nights, we'll probably have somebody come up and, hey, man, explain one of the shows you watch. You know what I'm saying? Make us a watcher of a show that you were watching that we may not have known about. But yeah, man, I want to have this going like a network. I kind of want my channel to be going like nonstop if possible. But we'll see. Slow process, but that's what I envision. But hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, support the channel. Cash apps at the bottom of the screen. MOEDOTJ. Hey man, thank y'all for tuning in. We on the road to 50,000 subscribers. Might hit 43 by the end of the month. Who knows, man? We just gonna keep working. Oh, Tommy, we might be getting a trailer next week. They put it up on their page today. Less than 10 days. So it might be a teaser for it. Uh for those that haven't watched it, Thursday night, we got the first reaction. If you have watched it, come on back. But yeah, we're gonna watch ours Thursday night when it drops. We're gonna see how it is because everybody keep hitting me up and I keep telling y'all stop. Somebody gave me a little bit of information today. I'm like, hey, yo, I told you I ain't watching for. I was just giving you the tip of the iceberg. I don't want none of the iceberg. I want the iceberg sunk the Titanic. I don't want no parts of that iceberg. I just want to chill. And when Thursday come, I'm gonna give me some ice with some bourbon. You know what I mean? That's gonna be my ice bourbon. You know what I mean? I'm trying, y'all. Yeah, Tamika, I just started one yesterday. Do I got the link? Oh yeah, hold on, I can get it. But yeah, like this really just gonna be TV shows, man. Like I'm gonna start doing a lot of shows that a lot of people might not watch, but just to remind people, like, hey, I got this show going on. But see, that's what I'm saying. So, like on a Wednesday, since I'm not caught up on class of '09, that would be something I bring you guys up. Cause for me, I don't know the show, so I really wouldn't care about like a spoiler because I'm gonna watch it anyway. It's just I do like daily videos for Power. So the reason I can't, for me, I can't watch a spoilers because I want to be able to come up with some theories on my own. you know what I'm saying, give you guys my little story. But for that, you know what I'm saying, you can fill me in because I want to know what I'm about to watch. You know what I mean? When someone's telling me about a movie, there's no such thing as a spoiler for me. You got to tell me what's going on to make it interesting. Because if it ain't interesting to me, then I'm not gonna watch it. Like if somebody would have told me what Mother was about before I tried to watch it, I probably wouldn't have tried to watch it. Oh, yeah, Chrissy, I gotta find out. I gotta find out when we could do that power stuff. Cause I gotta go back and watch them. I'm not gonna freestyle those. I'm gonna go back and watch the episodes because, like I said, I didn't start making power until season 5. So 5 and 6 were my first 2 seasons of power. So I want to go back and actually do those with y'all, but I want to treat it like, you know what I'm saying, like we did the new ones. Kind of like a raising Canaan type of thing. We're going back into time, you know what I mean? Taking it back to where it all began. Kendall, I gotta find time on the Tuesday and Thursday. We're gonna bring it back. We're gonna bring it back. We got a lot of stuff we gotta do. Got a lot of stuff, but it's about to be the summertime. I only got a couple of weeks left of this class, you know, because you gotta remember I've been out of, what's this, May? My last class is in February, so I took 3 months off, and shoot, I got 3 classes left now for my master's. So shit, I gotta knock this out during the summer, but we got it. We got it. We gonna get some Tubi movies in. I seen one where they were using it's on Facebook right now. It's going like kind of viral because they used an old clip, an old scene out of the Martin Lawrence movie. What was it? Blue Chip? I can't remember what it was. But yeah, I do want to watch that. So hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Make sure y'all take it easy tomorrow at work, man. Stay safe. Thank y'all for tuning in. I'm Mo.J and I'm out.